So you're talking about, the history of things and guiding some of these younger kids. Is that why you started the perfect history thing that you do?
Well, the thing with that is that, so think about it. For me, I would love to know what Paul Rogers or Cap Coleman or some of these these old guys that you hear about, Jonesy and all the fucking big names from back in the day, just what they sounded like or what they thought about things or what their view on tattooing was or life in that time period. It would be kind of cool if someone sat down with a tape recorder or whatever, got some of their story. Now you can. So there's a lot of guys, people don't know anything about these guys, a lot of guys that I talk to, I've been friends with, for years, and some are guys that I always dug what they were doing and I got a chance to work with them, so I said, hey man, let's sit down and have a conversation. It's a little mix of that,
Yeah, I mean, so
but there's a bunch of guys, there's half of the interviews on there are guys that I thought maybe weren't so well known that I think that people should know who these guys are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, that was when I found your channel. Actually, after I started this, I thought I did my homework. Obviously, I didn't. There were some guys on there that I recognized their names, and I went, wow, okay, this is going to be cool, man. And I watched it just out of the fact that I've heard their names before, don't know much about them.
Yeah, you get to know something about some of these guys in tattoo. And, the cool thing is you see like the 5 degrees of separation, too, you know what I mean, where these guys came from. Everybody's, man, this is a really small world. You know what I mean? Like, I could go right now to a fucking island in the South Pacific and I can find someone that's connected to somebody I know and make my way through the fucking door.
Right.
And have a place to work or even just a place to stay for the night or something. Just by knowing some of the right people, you know what I mean? Even tattooing.
Just even locally, you could see, and I think that's where maybe some of the people who've already watched my show are already starting to see that 5 degrees of separation where they go, this guy came from this shop or went through this shop, and this shop, and it's...
I'll tell you one thing though, in this fucking city, most of these guys fucking tattooing now probably got their first tattoo here. At one of my Cadillacs. Definitely got. You talk to the guys at like Forever Valentine or this one or that. They all fucking came in. They saw what a cool motherfucker I was, and that's what fucking attracted them. Nice. You know what I mean? When you're a professional at this and you're good at your job, you make it look easy, and that's what gives the perception that people think that they can fucking do this. They don't see the fucking years and years and years of hard work and dedication and fucking going without that went into it.
Right.
They think you're just gonna fucking step into that shop, boom, you're a star. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way.
Right.
You gotta fucking put the work in.
Just like someone's gonna be a musician, man. You can't just go into a TV show, make it, and then you don't have the chops.
In my fucking 50s, I'm still trying to be a rock star. That's never gonna happen. But you know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. You and even with all the talent and experience, you can still be a fucking dud. There's no guarantee. No one owes you a fucking living in this.
How do you feel like the TV shows have impacted the tattoo industry?
Well, like I said, that's why that's the first thing a lot of young kids think is they're gonna become a tattooer, they're gonna get on Ink Master, and they're gonna be fucking famous. Ain't happening, pal. Do you know how many fucking rows of fucking Ink Master rejects are at these fucking conventions? And they have, as seen on Ink Master. Nobody gives a fuck. You sucked on Ink Master, you fucking suck here, you suck in your fucking shop, you just suck. There's no fucking getting around that. Doesn't matter if you're on TV or fucking not. If that's your main motivation for tattooing, fuck off. All the tattoo shows did was make fucking customers think that they were fucking smart. You know what I mean? Now they don't think they're smart marks. Just like wrestling fans think they know the inside fucking story on fucking wrestling and shit. You know what I mean? How can you possibly think you know anything when you're not on the fucking inside? You know what I mean? You don't fucking do it. It's made a lot of customers become pains in the ass. Because they think they're gonna get a fucking back piece in 20 fucking minutes.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Expectations are just through the roof.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Or they see the retouched photos on Instagram and...
That's a big fucking no-no, is these fucking jerk-offs using Photoshop on their fucking tattoos. Nobody puts black in that dark. Nobody does a line that fucking straight. okay? Just doesn't fucking happen. You're a bunch of motherfucking liars out there. And every time I see it, I fucking call it out.
And to be honest with you, I think out of the interviews that I've done, that has been the response that I've gotten. You're creating these expectations that are just not realistic.
Dude, here's the deal. It's only a tattoo. You don't fucking need it. And when you do it, you're not curing fucking cancer. You're not curing AIDS. You're not bringing fucking world peace. You're not doing shit. All you're doing is doodling on fucking dummies. That's it. Okay? You don't need this shit, dude. Okay? It's a fucking luxury. You know, if no one ever did another tattoo again in the fucking history of the world, no one would give a fuck.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter. You know what I mean, dude? Yeah. It wouldn't fucking matter. So let's calm down. You're not so fucking special that you didn't do a goddamn tattoo. This is what I was gonna do. Years ago, all these guys thought they were fucking big shots and shit, because they knew how to tattoo, blah, blah, blah. I was just gonna fucking, I was gonna buy a chimpanzee, and I was gonna fucking have him, I was gonna slick his hair back like me, like we were gonna wear fucking Hawaiian shirts and shit. I was gonna teach him how to tattoo, and take him to conventions and show him we're fucking, like, look, there's a monkey doing it. You know what I mean? This fucking monkey can do it. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not so special. So we would have had a little, would have been my little dude, little mini, a little mini Eric Perfect,
Do you still do conventions?
Very, very rarely. Last one that I did was with Sacramento, and that's the one I'm doing this year, and I probably won't be doing another one. I'd rather go on the road and hang out at someone's shop and talk to people and not have to pay fucking $700 for fucking 2 or 3 days of fucking doing nothing. Like, you should see them. The hotel rooms are like $300 a night now. Like, who the fuck could afford this? When I can, I do the Fresno convention. That's a good one.
Okay.
It's only 2 days. You know what I mean? And then usually everyone I know there.
Right.
But now you do convention, I don't fucking know anyone. That's why I do Sacramento. I know everyone there. But if you just pop into some fucking random convention, I don't know anyone. Nobody knows me. I don't know anyone there. There's no point for me to be there.
Right. I've seen where the prices of some of the tattoos that they're actually doing at the conventions have skyrocketed as well.
If you can get it, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you, but, we cover those up, so. I really do.
I think that
a lot of the shit that rolls through this fucking Philly convention is garbage. This guy's got fucking guys that tattoo out of their house there.
I like the people in the industry. Now I got to meet you, and I'm actually looking at you going, I could have sworn I met you before, and I thought it was at a convention, maybe years ago.
Probably at a show or something. Even, who knows?
You got to figure too, though, when I was, in my early 20s, in the 90s, there wasn't as many tattoo artists as there are now.
There was fucking nobody.
Yeah, like now.
I was one of 3 shops. That was it.
Yeah, and you
had some guys out in the suburbs, you know what I mean, and obviously guys in Jersey, but other than that, it wasn't big.
Right.
Nobody wanted to do it, and not nearly as many people wanted to get them.
Well, yeah, so that's changed as well, right? So there used to be, like you said earlier, it was kind of like lowbrow musicians, strippers.
Sure.
Now
they say prostitution is the oldest profession, but I bet you every one of them had a tattoo. You know what I mean? So.
I think that's cool, though. The fact that we do have other people now that are interested in it.
Well, the guy. For me, I don't fuck with too many of these younger guys just because, number one, when you approach me on fucking Instagram for an apprenticeship, done. You know what I mean? Why don't you get tattooed first? Talk to me while I'm tattooing you or something. Or even bother to show up in fucking person. Show me what you can fucking do or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're just gonna ask me on fucking Instagram?
How about having a book, too?
And you don't even fucking know me? You know?
Right.
I don't, and then you get pissed at me when I tell you to fuck off. I don't owe you shit. I don't owe anyone anything. The problem now is getting tattooers to work in an actual tattoo shop. Like I said, they all want these little fucking studios. I don't know, I guess they like to fucking stroke themselves all day thinking they own something. Who the fuck would want to own a goddamn tattoo shop? Fucking insurance and bills and all this other fucking bullshit when you can just come in, give up fucking 40% and roll the fuck out and not be responsible for shit. It's easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And you can concentrate on fucking tattooing. You have a plan to make things better, and you have a shop, and that's going to be your satellite fucking place to fucking maybe, institute some fucking good changes in tattooing or make things fucking better, then by all means go for it. But you're not. Just, look yourself in the mirror and just be honest with yourself and just look at yourself and say, You're not gonna change the fucking world with a goddamn tattoo, okay? Good for you. You wanna make a living and all this other shit. You know, you feel like no one deserves to take your money and blah, blah, blah. Come work here, believe me. You get treated right, you know?
Yeah.
Most of the guys that come here and work, a lot of them don't leave. You know, we try to fucking treat people like, you know, they're family here. If you act like an asshole, you get tossed. Usually the fuck faces, they usually weed themselves out.
Right.
But the thing is, you gotta fucking, if you want people to stay there, you gotta teach people from the ground up and keep them with you. You know what I mean? So that means you have to take on an apprentice here and there.
Right.
You know, to hold on to all this fucking information you gained throughout decades of fucking tattooing, whatever, and to keep it to yourself because you think it's some fucking secret. You're a fucking asshole. You know what I mean? You're not doing anyone any good. But, you know, you gotta be real careful who you share it with, too.
You know,
don't hand a fucking baby a loaded gun, you know?
Well, not only that, but you got also the guys that are, they want to go and leech all the info off you, and then they want to go run out and do their own shop.
That's what contracts are for.
Yeah, yeah.
Legal binding contracts to protect your fucking ass. There's always some asshole that wants to fucking try to sidestep that bullshit, but no. It takes a lot to really teach someone. It takes a lot of fucking patience. It takes a lot of fucking time. The whole reason you get taught is so you can fucking contribute to that shop. So you can make the place money, you know what I mean? And trust me, you're not doing me a favor by fucking being here. You know, you're not putting the money in my pocket, you're putting it in the shop's pocket. Alright, that pays for all the fucking bills, the promo shit, the this and that. I'm quite capable of making my own fucking money, but it takes fucking everybody as a whole to keep the fucking place going into the future. And it fucking doesn't happen with good intentions. It happens with fucking money. And that goes into the kick, and you fucking can pay what you need to pay for it, you know, to keep the business going.
What is usually an apprenticeship? How long does it usually take? Or is it just depends on the person?
I take a good 3 years, you know what I mean, before you're ready to fucking be on the rotation. Try to get your piercing while you're doing it so you can make some fucking money, you know, while you're not making money tattooing. You'll be here, you know, you're the fucking floor guy, you're responsible for fucking everything, ground up learning about what goes into the tattoo shop. And sorry if that includes fucking sweeping and mopping the floor, tough shit.
Gotta pay your dues, man.
One of the catchphrases from these fucking stupid tattoo schools is like, well, you won't have to mop floors here. I'm like, who the fuck is gonna clean the fucking floor, you asshole?
Yeah, right.
So you're telling me you're gonna keep a dirty fucking shop? That's the first thing, is fucking sanitation in a goddamn tattoo shop. And fucking hygiene. And not killing your fucking customers or yourself. It's not about just sitting down doing a fucking tattoo, man. There's a ton of shit that goes into it.
You said that you do piercing here. Now, is that something that you've been doing since the beginning?
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I mean? It keeps the customers in the shop. I fucking hate piercing. To me, I understand it's a fuking needle, but it's not even the same result. You know what I mean? You're just putting a hole in someone with some jewelry. I don't dig it. I don't have piercings. You know, I had a couple fucking ear piercings when I was younger. It's not for me. I don't give a fuck about anyone that wants to get it. You know, we're here for that. But like I said, you know, somebody comes in to get like a belly button, they'll probably come back and get a little tattoo at a later date because they were treated right getting a piercing. So, you know, you kind of got to do that. This is a business. Places can get away without doing it. Good for you.
And you guys are open 7 days a week here?
Yeah. Right on. Can't make money being closed. Yeah, I never understood that. These guys that only want to work 3 or 4 days a week or whatever. I worked 7 days a week for fucking many decades. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like being in the tattoo shop, you know?
Yeah.
When I go on vacation, I end up in a tattoo shop. You know, wherever I go. I mean, I'm always looking for a tattoo shop. See what the fuck's up.
That's funny. Yeah, so as far as this interview goes, I mean, is there anything I didn't ask you feel like I should ask?
You ask me questions, okay, I'll fucking blab all night. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a big mouth Jew. You know, that's what I do. I fucking talk. But you gotta learn how to listen too. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta take the fucking cotton out of your fucking ears and put it in your mouth and just shut the fuck up and listen to people. Yeah. And that's you want to fucking learn something in this business, you shut the fuck up. Right. You know, you give respect, you get it in this business, and you know, have a little respect for some of the old timers and the guys who came before you. More than likely, you probably wouldn't be doing this shit if it wasn't for these guys doing it before you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? 'Cause there were some tough motherfuckers, and they stood their ground and wouldn't let themselves get taken advantage of. You know what I mean? You got guys like Crow down in fucking that started that whole fucking the Flash fucking business in the fucking 90s, but he got the whole thing kicking on. He actually sued fucking Virginia Beach to get a fucking tattoo shop open there. They told him no. He said, oh yeah, okay. He fucking sued them. But and when you do shit like that, you open the door for everybody. And then, you know, eventually, of course, that's what happened.
Me personally, I was, and I actually said this to you on the message that I sent you, that I was actually nervous, a little intimidated on asking you to do this, and you know, I just said, fucking bit the bullet. And I was like, you know what? Worst they can say is
you
no.
Always got, you always got a 50-50 chance when you answer questions, either yes or no.
Right.
So.
I figured I was worst you could say was no.
Yeah.
You know, and you were awesome.
Cool.
You know, receptive right off the bat, and I was like, sweet. You know, even you know, I had
anything that gets our name out there is something positive.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm either gonna sit here and talk tattoos with them, or you, or somebody else. I mean, you know, that's why I come into the shop is to do tattoos.
I spoke to Eddie briefly, and during my conversation with him, I said to him, "Hey man, I'd like to interview you," and he said, "Yeah, just come down." And I was like, "All right." I said, "Well, maybe I could." He said, "No, just come down." And I went, "Okay." So that's what I mean. That's how he does it.
Sailor Eddie, right?
Yeah, you know, if he wants he wants you to just come down and show up. And I'm like, okay.
Man, you can't do this shit over the phone. Well,
yeah,
you can do an
no.
interview over the phone, but it's, you know what I mean. With the tattoo, you need to need to go see him in person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's how it was with Eddie. I just come on over. You know, I would call him up and say, "Hey man, when's a good time to come over?" He never said no to me.
Right.
Not fucking once has that guy ever said no to me. That guy's my fucking bro. He's fucking crazier than nuttier than squirrel shit or whatever. But I mean, that's pretty much all my fucking friends.
I'm actually looking forward to doing a conversation with him. Hopefully he doesn't, but you know.
Look, man, this is a guy that started tattooing when he was like 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
he's been in a tattoo shop his whole life. He learned to tattoo from pretty much the fucking best that ever tattooed in this area. That's for damn sure. You'll never hear anybody talk shit about fucking celebrity tattoos. No fucking way. And his grandmother, I mean, whatever. I'll let him tell that story, but there's a lot of respect for them here.
Right.
You know what I mean? We come straight from that. Paul Rogers and Ink Smith, and you know what I mean? So,
yeah. No, I mean that's
we have a good lineage of in tattooing here, so
that's why I wanted to reach out to him. He's one of those local guys like you that I went.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. These are guys I got to talk to.
You know? For real, yeah. Definitely.
There's certain people that obviously I wish I would have gotten in touch with that are gone now.
What you can do, man.
Nope.
You know?
So now I just need to make up for it now and get a hold of all you old school guys.
You know, I got a really small interview with Jerry Red that I did. It's gotta be about 7 or 8 years ago. I gotta fucking put that together. I don't think it's even more than 15 minutes, but I think it's worth putting together and putting out there because Jerry was like he was the guy that was him and Tommy fucking were the ones that were tattooing everyone in Philly at one point. You know what I mean? Tommy was down at K&A and fucking, you know, Jerry was in Chinatown. And those were the guys tattooing everyone. Along, you know, when Bill was over there too, Eddie's son Bill. Yeah, those were like the guys back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, there's a couple young kids in Philly trying to ask me questions about who were the real old guys in Philly and blah blah blah. Go do your fucking research. I'm not gonna do it for you. Go down to City Hall. Go fucking look this shit up. You know?
Yeah.
Do some real research like real historians do. I know all the fucking names. I know the motherfuckers who were down there. I know when they were down there, but, you know, I'll say that for when I write a book, not when you write a book.
Right. Right.
That's a lot of motherfuckers, they sit there and they fucking pump you for information, then they get the fucking information, then they do something, and they never give you credit for the information that they got.
Yeah.
You know? Or any fucking help that they got from you.
That's bullshit. You know? I would never. That's not.
Now, there's a lot of that bullshit goes on too. Yeah. So, but if I say it, I'm an asshole.
You know, maybe call me old school or whatever, but I'm not that type of person. I just
you know,
it was.
The reason a lot of fucking shitheads get away with the shit they get away with now is because you can't kick the fucking shit out of them because then you fucking go to jail. And I don't know too many 40 or 50 year old dudes that want to fucking sit in jail for beating up some fucking little douche.
Yeah. No.
You know.
So that's
back in the day, you could get away with that shit, but the second you kick the living shit out of them, they get on the phone with the fucking cops, and then you're sitting in jail. So, but you know, I don't want to take anything away because there's a lot of fucking young guys that got their heads screwed on straight.
Yeah.
That are heading the fucking direction. That have fucking respect for this business.
So we're taught the right way.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that we're taught the right way. Business has always been full of scumbags and then nice guys, and you just gotta, you gotta fucking. That's just like regular life. You gotta watch out for that shit, dude. You know?
Right.
I can't believe everything people tell you.
Well, man, I definitely I appreciate you taking time out of your day to do this for me.
No problem.
It was definitely cool to meet you.
Send me a link to it or whatever.